Are you worried for Nwabali? Because we saw, so many people, so many talking points around him, his temperament, how he makes little errors there and there without, being focused on the games that, at any other day can cost the Super Eagles. So, what's your whole take on it? He came in as our savior, a time where we lacked goalkeepers who could be a mainstay in that Super Eagles goalkeeping position. He came in, he loved by the fans, made the position his own.
He grabbed his chance.
Grabbed his chance, and he took it with both hands. And now, same fans are beginning to get worried that he should be dropped. So, what's your whole take on Stanley Nwabali?
I think I'm going to take this Stanley Nwabali thing on two sides. I think that because of this generation, there's recency bias. Everything that Stanley Nwabali is doing now is what goalkeepers used to do back in the day, right? But we're not back in the day. We are in this era where goalkeepers needs to be more like a player than a goalkeeper. I hate the fact that the player went to air to contest the ball with him. He caught the ball, and he still went to go and challenge the player. In maybe more international matches, two big teams playing against each other, they will card him. Those things might cost us. But I think that the reaction on social media that I have seen is over the top. It is really, really over the top on the merit of the player. He's not made any mistake now that cost us a game. Yes, he made a mistake that cost us a goal. That can happen. It wasn't erratic behavior. It is the ball that is spilled, and his own defender was contesting that ball with him. Maybe poor communication, right? And then the one that against the team we played at home before Benin, I think it was Rwanda.
Yeah, Rwanda.
Rwanda. Any other referee would have given him a card. That would have also caused us a problem again. But somehow we survive it. I think that is the one that we have now. In the land of the blind, the one-eye man is the king. And Nwabali is the one-eye man right now. I'm not going to defend him too much so that people don't come out. He don't give him, well, not the money we get. He don't give enough money. But I think that the reaction is a tad bit over the top. Does that mean that he should continue
to drop
like
him
this?
and stuff like that?
Well, if we drop him, who do we bring? You want to go and bring Francis Uzo again? That's complete disaster. I think that talk of dropping him, and then the talk of he's proud. I saw a video, one guy like, how much does he have? Which money he have? What has happened? Why is he behaving like that? Listen, football is a pressure game. It's crazy. Sometimes players underrate you because you're playing on the African continent. If that is the way of him psyching himself, making himself known to people, I don't think it's really that bad. Again, you want to be the conversation as well. It's part of the gimmicks of the game. Just know where to draw the line. Just know where you know that, if I get past this line, I'm getting over the line, and it might cost my team and cost myself a problem. So if you understand that line, but it's fine. I don't want to be among the people saying they should drop him, because we actually do not have alternative. Rather, I would say coaches go and scout for goalkeepers that will give Nwabali real competition. I have always been an advocate of competition.
Are you saying we don't have any strong competitor right now?
No, we don't. We honestly don't.
The Maduka Okoye, the Adele on the bench, the Amas. You think none of them can pose a strong competition?
Take Amas out of the equation. We cannot compete with Nwabali currently. Maybe later. Adele Adebanjo. I stood next to him in
the Nigerian Onana.
I stood next to him in Portugal 3 years ago, Portimao, and I've played with keepers that are not tall. Imama Mabakabo is one of them. So I'm not going to sit here and open my mouth and say, because of his height, he shouldn't be given a chance. But you see, the problem is when you have a goalkeeper like Nwabali, it is almost impossible to disrupt the rhythm and give Adebanjo Adele a chance to keep over him, to usurp him. It's going to be very difficult. The third one, Amas, is just in that team for exposure. The Super Eagles is not the place for that kind of experiment. Now we're not in the place. If we had qualified with 2 or 3 games to spare, you say, okay, give them a chance, let's see. But that didn't happen. And then the playoff is not even the play home and away. It's a one-off thing. On the 13th of November, we're starting off with Gabon, and then we don't know what happened between Cameroon and Congo. I would have loved Congo anyway, because playing against Cameroon have nothing to do with form for Nigeria and Cameroon. But long story short is
that's you giving us a pass against Gabon already, because you're already looking at Cameroon and Cameroon and DR Congo.
I'm not giving us a pass. I'm not giving us a pass because the way you take it now, that's how everybody will take it. The funny thing is, I don't have any side where I'm safe. I will sit somewhere and I'll predict that Nigeria will win. They will come out. They will come at me. That's why I tell you that this negative opinion are not fact based. They are fault finders. Sometimes, back in the day, I used to think that certain people paid all these people to disrupt my reading. But unfortunately, I'm not the guy that I'm not worried by. These things, like you come in and in a normal conversation. I'm not giving us a pass because the Super Eagles have convinced me beyond all reasonable doubt, especially this generation, that the best thing you can do for them to win matches is to continuously write them off. Whether people are angry or not, continuously write them off and they will deliver. Since 2013, the Super Eagles only perform when we write them off. Every time you appraise them, you say they have arrived, it's going to be easy, they lose matches. So I think they have given us this idea that how they perform is by writing them off. Let's keep writing them off. So I'm not giving them a pass against Gabon. I'm just telling you the possible outcome. If you stay positive, I hope that we'll beat Gabon. Gabon have Aubameyang, who scored 4 goals in the game. We'll forget that one. Because we're talking about Osimhen's hat-trick.
Aubameyang is moving mad. He's got real form.
He's in form. The way our defenders play. Now you should look at the supply chain that Aubameyang had. I went back to go watch that game. Crosses are coming from wide areas. Aubameyang is still on his bike. Not as fast as Osimhen anymore, but he's still on his bike. He could still sneak those chances. He's got experience. Can they defend firmly against Osimhen? I know that every opponent that want to play now are praying that Osimhen should be injured.
Yeah.
Like that injury just happened. Without Osimhen, the Super Eagles, our attack is blunt, right? But I'm also happy with Akwa Adams coming to the game. And twice Osimhen have scored 3 or more goals with the Super Eagles. One was against Atoma and Principe. I say a very weak team. We won that game 10-1 or 10-0. If you look, Osimhen paired with Siridesas. Teremorphy, sorry.
Yeah.
Paired with Teremorphy in that game. And his goal scoring was a rush. The game where he scored the hat-trick against Benin Republic, again, he paired with Akwa Adams. So twice in his Super Eagles run, I mean, I'm not discounting the one with Aroko Dare, but twice in the Super Eagles run for 90 minutes, he stayed on with another striker. There were more chances for him, more opportunity for him, because the central defenders are now split into focusing on the other striker, while one is focusing on Osimhen. Listen, you need about 3 players to stop Osimhen. So to give him only 1 player, is just push the ball and run, or let the ball run through and run, and then he shoots. This accuracy that he had at under 17 is still with him. So this is a natural born goal scorer. But I mean, I want to believe that we could beat Gabon. But that's also how I believe that we'll beat Zimbabwe, we'll beat Lesotho, we'll beat Benin Republic, we'll beat Rwanda, and we saw what happened. So we don't know the Super Eagles that will come ready for that one. But either ways, now Osimhen is the one man that we have. Back to your question. Is the one man that we have. Let's work with him.